Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having a great weekend. Today's video is going to be another anti-haul. I filmed one about 2 weeks ago, and typically I film purchase or past videos every 2 weeks, but if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I'm not really looking to buy any more makeup, probably until like 2020, which I mean, that's only a month away, but I'm just kind of taking a step back because I think this time of the year can be very expensive, very tempting when it comes to makeup and sales. I didn't buy too much over Black Friday. I think I just kind of stocked up on my essentials like dry shampoo. I did buy my palette for December, which I will share with you guys, but instead of sharing products that are on my wish list, because there aren't really a lot that are on my wish list right now, I thought I would just do another anti-haul. When I film my anti-haul videos, I choose products that honestly kind of tempted me that I was thinking about purchasing, but as I took a step back and thought through whether or not I really needed to add them to my collection, if I could duplicate them, I came to the conclusion that I did not need them. And then of course there are a few products that I'm just not interested in as well. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. I hope it can encourage you if you are trying to spend less money this time of the year. And before we jump into it, I do have a giveaway. I've been trying to include as many holiday giveaways as I can just in random videos to say thank you to you guys and give back to my subscribers, you guys, because I appreciate you so much. It means so much that you guys watch my videos. So today I'm giving away a FabFitFun box. This is one of their winter boxes. I believe this is actually the exact box that I unboxed in my FabFitFun video because FabFitFun accidentally sent me an extra one and they said I could keep it. So I thought instead of keeping it for myself, I would give it away to one of you guys because it is such a good box. It was my favorite box of the entire year. It does have like the large fluffy blanket that I love so much. That was my favorite item that I've ever gotten in a FabFitFun box. The slippers, the makeup eraser, the palette. So if you guys want to see everything in the box, you can check out my unboxing video and that will give you an idea. But I figured one of you guys would enjoy this and love this. It's such a fun, cozy box for winter, and obviously I don't need to. So I wanted to share the love and pass it along to one of you guys. It's always easy to enter my giveaways. The only rule is that you have to be subscribed because it is a giveaway for my subscribers, but check the description box below if you guys are interested in entering. And let's jump into it and I'll kick it off with the products that I'm not going to buy. Okay, let's kick it off with ColourPop. ColourPop released an insane amount of products on Black Friday and just over the past few weeks in general. They typically do release a lot of products, but I feel like it's been like one collection or one palette a week. And then over Black Friday weekend, there were just so many products, collections, vaults. And when I finally got the chance to go on their website and take a look at everything, there were definitely products that caught my eye, but ultimately I decided to skip over the new releases. I did place an order on Black Friday or like over the weekend, but I just stocked up on essentials like my ColourPop Brow Boss Gel, and then I got like an eyebrow pencil for my mom and a concealer. So I didn't buy anything new, just products that I use over and over. So the first thing I want to touch on is the new ColourPop Solid Gold collection. This is available now on their website, and I believe this is their main holiday release, although when it comes to ColourPop, you never know. It's still early December, so they could come out with something else. But out of everything they released, the Good as Gold palette probably caught my eye the most. I just love golden tones, and I've really been back into wearing a lot of neutral eyeshadow rather than colorful eyeshadow. I switch back and forth like every month, but this palette is stunning. They're also saying this palette features some of their new foiled eyeshadows, like they have a new formula, which honestly sounds interesting. I kind of hope that they start to move away from the pressed glitters and maybe replace them with either this new foiled eyeshadow, even more of their Super Shock shadows in their palette, but we'll see. Anyways, I was tempted to grab this. I almost purchased this as my palette for December, and I went back and forth between this one and the new Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette, but I decided to go with the Muerte palette. I've been wanting to try Melt Cosmetics all year long. I honestly think that I was talking about them like back in January or February, and I was just waiting for like the perfect Melt Cosmetics palette to add to my collection. And as soon as I saw that one, I knew that was it. So I did end up going with that one. That one was more expensive, but I also feel like that will add more to my makeup collection than the Good as Gold palette. If by chance you guys did purchase that palette, please let me know what you think of the new foiled eyeshadows though. I kind of feel like maybe they will look very similar to Super Shock shadows, so I've been pulling out all of my favorite neutral Super Shock shadows and wearing those all over the eyes, but I am curious about that formula. I'm sure they will have other palettes down the line with it. Like I said, they did release a ton of other products. They have a bunch of vaults, including a Lippy Sticks vault, a Lippy Pencils vault, and then the Dream Big Monochromatic Palette vault, which honestly I love so much. I think their 9-pan palette series was one of my favorite makeup releases of all time. I use those palettes so much. They also did like a Lippy Tint collection, cream gel liner collection, glitter collection, but I did not buy any of those. I have quite a few products from each category, so I would be repeating a lot of products if I did purchase those. The last ColourPop release that I will touch on in today's video is their new Butterfly collection. I think this might have been released like right before Black Friday. It's hard to know because there was just so much going on, but they did a really pretty cooler toned mauve eyeshadow palette, some lipsticks, Super Shock shadows, a few other products. First of all, I think the packaging on this collection is really gorgeous, and a lot of times, you know, it's ColourPop's packaging that really catches my eye, and then I have to look into the collection a little bit deeper and decide if I do have colors very similar, and the majority of the time I do, and I feel like that's the case for this collection. All of their palettes are gorgeous. Like, they're all stunning. I want them all, to be honest with you guys, but my personal ColourPop collection is very large, so at this point, I'm definitely able to replicate the majority of their new palettes, even if I have to reach into like 2 or 3 palettes, but I don't mind doing that. That's something that I typically do when I do my eyeshadow anyways. So as pretty as this is, I know that I do not need it. Also, this is kind of random, but butterflies kind of creep me out. I know a lot of people find them to be so stunning and so beautiful, but for some reason, like, they just kind of creep me out, and I can admire them from afar, but like, you know, those places, there's like butterfly gardens where you can go and they'll fly all around you. That's like my worst nightmare. So the next product was actually on my wish list, and I had to take it off and decide that I did not need to purchase it. So e.l.f. Cosmetics just released liquid glitter eyeshadows. They retail for $5. There are 8 different shades, and honestly, these caught my eye initially because typically when like ColourPop releases something, when e.l.f. releases something, I'm just curious. They're 2 of my favorite brands. I love their affordable, cruelty-free, but if I'm being honest with myself, I never wear the liquid glitter shadows or the liquid metallic shadows that I have. I have great options from Stila, Flower Beauty, Essence, and they're really, really nice, but I just love powder shadows. I love eyeshadow palettes. I find them quick and easy, and honestly, I just don't branch out too much. I will wear like ColourPop Super Shock shadows, which are kind of like a creamy texture, but typically I don't get into liquid shadows. I used to wear them on occasion, but in 2019, I might have worn them like, I don't know, a handful of times. So because of that, I definitely do not need to purchase any liquid or glitter shadows, and I'm going to add them to like my do not buy list for 2020. I have a list with like a couple of products that I won't be buying. I'm not doing an official no buy because I don't feel like I personally need to do that, but I do need to cut certain categories out of my purchasing habits because I don't use them. I'm getting ready to do like a couple of declutter videos, so I was just looking through my collection, and I have glitter shadows that I never reach for. So because of that, I am not allowing myself to buy any in 2020, which I think will be fine. So I will not be buying these, although I am curious to hear how they work. Let's talk celebrity makeup lines. There are 2 in particular that I want to touch on in today's video. Kesha has a makeup line coming out called Kesha Rose Beauty. I think the message and like the branding behind this is kind of cool. It's a little bit different. I think her message is like beauty is imperfect. The promo photos and the things that I've seen are all very like undone and messy, colorful, bright. The eyeshadow palette is going to retail for $36. It's like a 12-pan palette with bright colors. A dual-ended liquid liner for $28, a red lipstick and lip gloss duo for $26. It is cruelty-free and vegan. So I don't think I'll be buying anything from this initial launch, but I will say that it looks very representative of her style, at least what I know about her. And as far as celebrity makeup lines go, this is one that intrigues me a little bit. I feel like a lot of celebrity makeup lines are very predictable, very neutral, very understated, very safe. I just said very like 4 times in a row, but you guys get what I'm saying. This one just looks a little bit interesting, but I know this is an anti-haul video. The line has intrigued me. I'm not going to buy anything right now because I don't need those products. I hit my eyeshadow palette limit for 2019, but I am intrigued and I'm curious to see what she's going to release in 2020. I also wanted to touch on Lady Gaga's brand. So I don't think that I've talked about her brand in any of my purchase or past videos. I know that it's been around for a little while at this point, and initially, like, her first launch was available through Amazon pre-order, and I don't know, I feel like I just completely missed it because I didn't buy anything. I didn't really know a lot about it, and then people started getting the products in the mail, and it wasn't getting a lot of super positive reviews. I felt like the reviews were just kind of okay. People weren't hating the products, they weren't loving them. So I wasn't really interested in the brand as a whole. But she did release a holiday collection. So there is an eyeshadow palette which comes with 10 different eyeshadows. It retails for $34, and they said they created it to become your everyday staple. It is a pretty palette. There are neutrals, pinks, purples. Like, these are shades that I would wear, but I have these colors a million times over. So at this point, I won't be buying this one. She's also doing, well, she's doing a liquid liner, which, you know, sounds typical, but she's doing a brow and lash sparkle topper. It has a universal black tinted base and multicolor sheer sparkle payoff, which sounds like an interesting product if it was meant for something other than your lashes and your brows. So if you want your brows to have like a little bit of sparkle, it could work, but because it's a universal black tinted base, I don't think that's going to work for a lot of people who have lighter brows, and I just can't imagine like a 2-in-1 mascara and brow gel. I feel like it would either be too intense for your brows or too subtle for your lashes. It just doesn't sound super promising. I don't know. Her line just isn't really doing it for me, to be honest with you guys. I haven't been really intrigued by any of her releases. It's not getting like rave reviews. So what do you guys think? Are you into celebrity makeup lines? It does feel like everybody is releasing a makeup line these days and the market is so oversaturated. But in the end, I feel like, you know, different brands appeal to different demographics. So what do you guys think of Lady Gaga's brand, Kesha's brand, celebrity makeup lines in general? Are you over them? Are you into them? I would love to hear your thoughts because I don't typically touch on them in these videos. Okay, so Too Faced is coming out with some new skincare products. They have a gentle foaming cleanser, a lip treatment, and then an ultra nourishing night cream. I know a lot of people dislike Too Faced for different reasons, and a lot of people actually dislike their makeup. I have a lot of Too Faced makeup products that have worked well for me, but I don't know that I would really be interested in purchasing any of their skincare products. I actually can't remember the last time that I purchased from Too Faced in general. The last collection that I really remember talking about is their Tutti Frutti collection. That was like last summer. So I don't know where they've been this year. I typically skip their holiday releases just because I feel like they're a little bit all over the place with quality, but what's weird to me is when makeup brands start doing skincare. I feel like I prefer to buy my skincare from brands that focus on skincare and buy my makeup from brands that focus on makeup. But once they start mixing, I don't know, it doesn't really appeal to me. If a skincare brand made makeup, that might actually appeal to me because I feel like they would know ingredients a little bit better. But like Too Faced, I feel like is the last brand that should be doing skincare because a lot of their products are very heavily fragranced. They're not necessarily known for like skin-loving ingredients. So it's kind of weird to me they're really trying to move into this skincare realm. Maybe if they created like a sister brand like ColourPop did with Fourth Ray Beauty, it might be a little bit more appealing. But even in that case, like, I love ColourPop, and when they first did Fourth Ray Beauty, I wasn't really that intrigued by their skincare. They do have some good products, but what do you guys think? Are you into it when makeup brands release skincare products? Like, if your favorite makeup brand did skincare, would you buy it? I feel like even if some of my absolute favorites did it, I still wouldn't be into it. And Too Faced, like, out of all brands, is not one that really does appeal to me. The last thing that I will touch on really quickly is from Tarte. I feel like Tarte and Too Faced, they've kind of been flying under the radar a little bit. I haven't heard much about them. I haven't tried much from them in 2019, but they just released another collab. This is with Lily Pons, and it is an eye and cheek palette. There are 9 eyeshadows, 2 cheek products. I don't know much about Lily Pons. I know she used to be on Vine back in the day, but they did collaborate with her to create this. A little bit off topic, but remember when Tarte was kind of teasing that like yellow honey themed palette? Where is that palette? Because that is the one that kind of caught my eye the most out of all of their releases. I don't typically love their eyeshadows, but this one just doesn't appeal to me at all. I know they love their neutrals. I know they appeal to a demographic that typically loves neutral palettes, but even if you are a Tarte fan, they have a lot of other options that I think are a little bit more eye-catching than this one. And I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me personally. Maybe if you are a Lily Pons fan, you would be interested in this, but it also has really bad reviews on Sephora's website. Like, people are just not enjoying this one at all. So I won't be buying this one. That one was like an easy pass for me. A few of these I was like kind of conflicted about, but that's one that just does not appeal to me. So that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's anti-haul. It's kind of fun to switch it up and maybe just chat about products that I'm not interested in buying. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below which products you will not be buying, because I would love to hear from you. And I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.